Beterbiev's performance versus Anthony Yarde the other night?
I thought it was a really good performance, but he does leave himself open a lot. I feel like I could have a lot of success with him, and I would love to fight him in the future. He leaves his body open a lot, you know, and he's really, you can really hit him a lot with combinations. So, I mean, it would definitely be an extremely tough risk or a tough task. I would want to go up to 175 and see how it is first before I go to the, the main guy, but I think 175, I'm going to be even more stronger and faster. Yeah, I think Bivol's movement and how he fights and how disciplined he is, I think he has what it takes to be Beterbiev.
So Canelo wasn't able to do it, so the same thing, do you think you're the right Mexican to beat Bivol down there?
I spar Bivol a lot, so I know what happens in the sparring session, so yeah, I can beat him.
You think you're the guy?
I can knock him out.
Those are the words of David Benavidez as he critiques the performance of Beterbiev, and he talks a bit about Bivol, but let's talk about Beterbiev. Beterbiev, he said, leaves his body open too much. He can definitely exploit some things about Beterbiev, okay? And he thinks that Bivol will be able to beat Beterbiev if those two fought based on what he was able to do, or should I say see, with Beterbiev's last performance against Anthony Yarde. Now, let me say this. Keep in mind that, much respect to David Benavidez. I don't see him just popping off cap, okay? Because he did say, look, I would like to, first of all, go to 175 to see how it is first. Not just go in there and take on the best guy. And you have to respect that. That means he was thinking about what he could possibly do, and he was thinking of legitimate steps in his own career, given he gets past Plant and what happens in that fight, right? So he was thinking whoa, yeah, I think that I could do good up there, but I don't want to just run up there and run into something, that big guy, because that is a different beast at 175 from 168. You got 160, 168, then boom, 175. Okay. And another thing I want to counterpunch to you guys is that David never said he would beat Beterbiev. He said, well, those are some things that I could do, and because he leaves himself open, and I've some things I've saw. But he didn't say that, hey, I could knock him out anyways. He just said, hey, there's some things that I could do. He didn't say that, because I don't want to put any words into anybody's mouth. But he did say he could knock out Dmitry Bivol. And these guys used to spar together. And he said, well, he knows what happened in sparring. And that's what I want to counterpunch as well. So you know what this means. This is another episode of Sparring Wars. Absolutely. Because those are the type of sparring that you want to see. Two rapid fire guys like David Benavidez and Dmitry Bivol. I would love to see these guys fight. And he said, well, hey, I've seen what I know what I could do in sparring. And, based on what I did in sparring, I think I can knock Bivol out. That's a bold statement. Really bold statement with the capital B. Right? Because Dmitry Bivol, I don't know who hits harder out of Canelo or Benavidez. Benavidez is this, really quick, rapid fire cat, but Dimitri's tough, bro. He's tough. And then he answers every possible thing that you can. So I just can't imagine David going in there and I don't really see him doing that with Bivol, because Bivol's movement, that in and out for one, well, you can't punch anyone like that many times that goes in and out like Dmitry Bivol does. I just don't see it. And then, sparring, you have to keep in mind, sparring, some people can just free spar, you know what I mean? Just freelance and, just attack each other. Then sometimes, you're working on certain things in there, you know what I mean? And, a lot of times the purposes are dual, meaning that this guy is training or sparring with this guy because they both have fights that they're getting prepared for and they're using each other to do it. So, but then again, it could be some things that, were just only used at certain times. So not the full money, a full-fledged fight like a fight, but sparring to me is fighting because you're getting punched in the face, you're getting punched in the stomach, at times you're getting punched in the nuts, you're getting punched everywhere. Okay? As long as you got those gloves on, as long as you got these rapid-fire hammers, you're still getting nailed. Okay? So that's how I look at sparring. But then again, of course, sparring has protection. And I just find it weird that the energy from David Beterbiev that he would knock out Bivol wasn't there to knock out Beterbiev. That's what I do see as strange when you hear him talking. Now, again, I would love to see David go to 175. Why? Because 175 is becoming my second, damn near my first division that I'm liking right now. Why? You got Dmitry Bivol undefeated. Artur Beterbiev undefeated. You have Alexander Volsnik coming back. Okay, I got a video coming at you guys real soon about that particular hero of a fella. Then you had Canelo up there, and he's contemplating coming back to 175 because he just can't get enough. Then you got David Benavidez talking about coming there. You got guys like Joe Smith, very heavy-handed. Anthony Yard still showing that he can take a licking and keep on ticking. So, 175 is a very, very lit division. Okay, and the more and more people go up there, let Callum Smith go up there and test his might at 175. That would add more to the pot and the intrigue of the division. So I like the idea of 175. I like who's there, and I like the possible matchups that we can have. And pretty please, hopefully we can get them. But you guys tell me what you think of David Benavidez critiquing Artur Beterbiev, leaving himself open too much and what he could do with him on top of his commitment or his thoughts on beating Dmitry Bivol and knocking him out. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.